Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. My name is Kelly. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from South Central Missouri, and I got goodies to share with you today. While I cannot show you the inside of our brand new catalog, which is launching on May 2nd, I can show you the items that I have ordered. Now, normally we get a pre-order and they turn us loose on the catalog, as I recall. This year, they gave us a specific pre-order list, as if we were at OnStage like we were last fall. So, I could only order specific things. Specific. And so I've got some goodies to show you today. Now we have, remember, this is a year, we have 5 new in colors. So bye-bye to Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, and Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. To replace those, we have 5 new colors to show you. So I'm going to move the catalog aside and show you what's coming up. Let's start with those new colors because I know that's what everybody wants to see. And I have the cardstocks. And I have the Stampin' Blend. I have the Stampin' Blends, the cardstocks, and I'm starting to use the Stampin' Right markers more. So I ordered these in the in colors, both of the in colors, both the ones that will retire next year and the new in colors for this year. So I have those, and I have no clue where I'm going to put everything. And I'm going to pop these out so you can actually see the colors. Really, these are really bright tropical colors this year, and I'm missing one. There it is. Missing one. We have Light and Dark Starry Sky, which almost has a purple hue to it. It's a really dark blue, but has a little hint of purple in it. And to go with that one, we have, I know, I'm making noise. I should have had these out and about ahead of time, but I didn't. This is Orchid Oasis. You can see there's just, this is more purple. This has more of the blue tones to it on the rainbow scale. Okay. So I'm going to move those over there. Then we have, I want to say Parakeet. Parakeet Party. Yeah, Parakeet Party. I'm looking for the end of this one to open it up. I'm trying. We had rain through here this morning, and so I wasn't sure what I'd be able to get done in here today. But here's Parakeet. I love this green. Now I want you to look at this one, and hang on just a second. If you want to work in shades, just a little bit brighter than our Granny Apple Green, but they'll pair beautifully together when you're doing your coloring and shading. So that is Parakeet Party. And then we have, I want to say it was Tranquil something, but I could be wrong. Tahitian Tide. Tahitian Tide. And that's going to pair in beautifully with, I'm going to say somewhere around Balmy Blue, somewhere between Balmy Blue and Seaside Spray. And then lastly we have Sweet Sorbet, and that's our light and dark. So there are our 5 new in colors. We'll have these for 2 years. Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party. What was this one again? Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky. Pretty, pretty colors to play with. So, 5 new in colors. We'll move those aside. And of course, you know that with those, I always make my own reinkers using the ink spots, or make my own stamp pads using the ink spots and the reinkers. So I have the reinkers in those colors and my ink spots. Excuse me, the other 2 bottles are buried in this box somewhere. I hope. I hope I didn't miss in ordering those. We'll have to see. There they are. There's the other two. So I have those. The umbrella punch is in the clearance rack. Sorry, I had buttery croissants for lunch. And I finally decided I needed this punch so that I could put together baby album kits. So I got that one. And I got our dual oval punch. Remember, you can punch your background mat, punch this one with your sentiment, and it will layer perfectly in there. And I know that light is horrible on that paper, but I don't think it's going to be any better than silver on the top of that. I realized I didn't have any early espresso ribbon, so I've ordered that one. Got that in. Then we have our in-color cardstocks. Two more. I just think that parakeet party is gorgeous. I just love it. So there's our new cardstocks to play with. Okay. And, oh, let's see. Before that spring catalog, the January to June catalog goes away, I made sure to go in and order a set of the butterfly masks, butterflies and flower masks, while we had those in stock. And let me get a piece of basic white cardstock here really quick. These are these are in the January to June catalog. And we're going to be working with masks. There are new ones in the new catalog that were not on my pre-order, so I couldn't get those yet. The best way to store these is to cut you a piece of basic white cardstock, the same size as your mask, and use it as a divider between the masks. Okay? I am probably going to take and cut these and make a pocket at the bottom, so this will set in, and this keeps them from tangling up amongst one another. Okay, so there's the flowers, the vines, the flowers. I love this one. More flowers and layering flowers, and then the butterflies. So we're going to be playing with those as well as the new ones in the catalog coming up. Then paper. We were not allowed to get all of the papers this time like we normally are, which really surprised me. We could only get certain ones. So I'm going to rip this one open here and then try not to lose the pieces. This is called Lovely Layers. They are 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And they are a vellum. See if I can find something here to lay them on. Let's try this rich razzleberry. They are a vellum, and there are 4 of each design, no, 6 of each design. 6 of each design. That one. This one mimics our Sans embossing folder. Do I have that one over here? I thought I had that one over here. It must be over in my box that I haven't unpacked and put away yet. There's that one, and then there's circles. The scribbles. Then there's some plain, lots of plain opaque vellums for you to do something with, and we'll be playing with those. So those are our layering, what do I call those? Lovely Layers is what these are. Okay. So we have those to play with. Let's see. These I think are in our regular catalog, but I did not have them. I think they're in the January to June catalog. And I wanted to be sure I got them. And I'll show you why if I can get the envelope out of the plastic. You know, these are great recyclables, and using them as pages or as pockets in your junk journals, right? Don't throw those away. This is our message dies. These are in our June to January. And I like the fact that they'll cut out lots of different shapes, all at one time, including a postage stamp. I had not seen this size postage stamp before. Now, while we're probably, in fact, let me double check. Let me look and let you know, but I'm pretty sure we're losing that one. So let me check the catalog and make sure. Look in dies. But I'm pretty sure that's one of them we're losing. I'm looking. Yes, we are losing that one, and I wanted to make sure that I had one of them before they disappeared. So if you like to have all the different options for cutting out labels or pull tabs on your journals, this would be perfect for a pull tab. This would be gorgeous as an alternative to just a plain rectangular cut. I love this with the bow tips on it. That'll be pretty. In fact, that would make a great hidden paper clip too. So we'll be playing with that probably next week because I want you to have the opportunity to see what they do and be able to get them before they go out of the catalog. Okay, this has a spot. Glossy dots in the new colors, not in all 5, but in part of them. And let's see, Nature's Prints. This one I want to lay off to the side. It's all one thing. Natural Prints dies. Blooming Happiness goes with this one. And I think it goes with this one. Perfect Pencils. Hues of Happiness. Okay, before I get to the bundles that I have, let's talk about the papers that I was able to get. Oh yeah, and I ordered these for in demonstrator clearance. There's a set of 6 file folders in here. I just thought they were pretty. I can use those in my office. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, let's start with, this is going to be part of a suite. And it is Tea Boutique. And as I said, it's going to be part of a suite. There's a stamp set, a die set, embellishments, everything that will go with this one. I did not think I would use the stamps and dies, so I just got the paper. It's a 6x6 pad. And I'm going to lay these over here like this. Can you see those? And I'm going to cover them up. There we go, just like that. There are 4 of each 6x6 print. So you'll have 2 with one side. Whoops, and 2 on the other. I guess it helps if I have. So you have a good solid color to play with to coordinate with your pattern. This is the lemons and the lavenders. Now, I love this design print. We get that a lot on our papers and I really like it. Kind of a ferny, all over fern design. And a softer peach. And if you're on the ball, this is going to be perfect for Mother's Day. Or if you want to make a tea journal. Just like that. And the die set has like tea bag shapes. And so there's that one with the stripe. Another ferny pattern in greens. I love this color. I love that. And then there's our background to it. Is that the background of that one? No, that's the background of that one. And then there's teapots. I love the teapots. I see fussy cutting in my future or my scan and cut because there is not a die for the teapots. They missed the boat on that one in my estimation. And then there's a stamp and die set that coordinates with this that I am going to get, that coordinates with this envelope pattern and floral. That's really a super pretty set. And then they brought in the florals with the teapots. And when they bring out new papers like this, they usually coordinate with our new in colors. So you can see, it's going to take me a while to get these down. The Sweet Sorbet. This one is probably the Tahitian Tide. So there is the Tea Boutique 6x6 paper pad. Okay. Let's stack these back up. Get them out of the way. And when I get a paper pad, I usually flip those around so I can see both sides of my paper at the same time and decide how I'm cutting them apart. So I'll turn to one side and then I'll flip the other two cuts the other way. Now I am hoping to put together a paper share, but I cannot do that until they release all of the papers to us May 2nd. So if you'd like to get a sample pack of all the papers, leave a comment down below if you'd like to be notified when the paper share goes up, and I will be posting the paper share here on my channel, and then you'll just have to place your order through me. Okay, so that is Tea Boutique. Okay, then we have, this one is perfectly penciled, and it goes beautifully with our hand penned now. It's kind of a, I don't know, a neutral version of our hand penned, but it's going to be perfect for coloring. Check that out. Perfect for coloring. So in the 12x12s, you get 2 of each. So there's this one, and then there's a more geometric design on the back. Leaves. The florals. Dots. This reminds me of a wallpaper. Let me turn it this way. Doesn't that remind you of a vintage wallpaper? I love it. With a stripe, and then these are more like the poppies with the grid on the back. And this is going to be great for guy cards. The back sides are going to be perfect. And then there's that one with those. And anytime you use black and white, it's so elegant that you can put it with any color and it'll just go. This one is one of our specialty designer series papers. This is called Hes the Man, and it does go with, it does go with our Hes the Man suite. So you can see here we've got a grilling theme going on, and a good neutral Cajun craze on the back. Apparently I have it upside down, or they packaged it upside down. This has a nice vintage feel to it, and I love that black. This is going to be perfect in Halloween cards, too. And then we have our classic cars. And our Argyle. And our early espresso. But here's why it's a specialty designer series paper. Something I don't recall them ever doing before. You have 2 pages of die cuts. Just as if you'd bought a Graphic 45 or Prima, you have actual punch outs. This is going to be perfect for pocket scrapbooking or actual pocket page or actual scrapbook pages. And then they sandwiched it in between this sheet so that they weren't coming apart. So this is Hes the Man, and I love it. I love this one. You're flipping awesome. You're flipping awesome. Love that one. So you're going to want that set if you've got a guy in your life. Most of us do, I think. Okay, I'm going to lay that one in the bottom. Lay that one in the bottom. And then we have Pretty Prince. Let me get this one ripped open here. Those paper snips cut through that plastic like it's butter. Now if I could just get it out of the plastic like butter. So this is Pretty Prince. Look at these. And if you think these are a lot like a sun print, wait till you see what I have coming up. I love this. Rich razzleberry at its finest. This is going to be really pretty to work with, work up in a journal with. Pick those colors, the cardstocks. Find a floral stamp set to play with. Yes, yes, yes. And then it just repeats through. Oh, it doesn't. Awesome. So you get 2 of each sheet. 2 of each sheet. Possibly, depending on how it's laying. Look at this one. Dad, I love this. So pretty prints. Okay. Are you ready for some fun stuff now? This is part of a suite. It is called Happiness Abounds. Now, years ago, I'm talking probably 18 years ago or so, we had these sentiments, just the single words, that were wider, so they would fit on a card, pretty much filling up your width here, okay? These are going to be perfect for going this way. And that's why I ordered this set. Happiness Abounds. Sending many thanks for all you do. Wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. Congratulations, friend. Best wishes. Happy birthday. You are wonderful in every way. And one of the main reasons I love this set, actual roses. Not wild roses or poppy-looking roses or whatever. We have actual roses in this set in two different visions. So that is the Happiness Abounds. With that, we have the dies, and this is really super cool. Not only will a couple of these floral and leaf dies cut out of the DSP, but for you junk journalers, check out the border strips. This will look like a kind of like a cinch-bound notebook edge to your paper. This will make it look like it was torn out of a spiral notebook. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's look at the papers these go with. So yesterday I had a scare. I had recorded the third 21-minute video or so of the video you saw on Tuesday. And my phone did not want to hold it. It told me there was not enough room. If you have an iPhone and you get that, open your photos, go all the way, scroll all the way down as far as you can go. Go to albums and then scroll all the way down, and you'll see where it will show how many videos or photos you have deleted from your albums, but they're still taking up space in your camera. You need to delete them there, and they will free up space in your camera for you. Okay? When I can hang on to Bob's phone, maybe I'll do a quick video on that this afternoon so I can show you exactly where that's at if you have an iPhone. Okay, so here's part of the paper. I can see this into a quilt. And look at the stitching stars on the back, cross stitching. The pattern is striped. Cool, eh? And then look at this. And it has that look of being painted on canvas. You can see the canvas texture in the background on this one. And then we have these. And I think this is where the dies come into play. I think. Yeah, see? Whoops, I guess if I turn it over that helps. That'll help line it up. But see, that'll cut that flower out just perfectly. And then the bigger one as well. Not on this one. But it will cut these out. But then there's another sheet in here that it will cut out the bigger flowers. And then there's the background on that. Wouldn't that be beautiful on a kid's scrapbook page? Here's the one, maybe? Nope, this one. Okay, so then we have this one. And notice they all have that wild roses look, not the actual roses. And then here's different color tones, but in that same canvas look to it. And then these are the ones you can cut out the bigger flowers just by positioning your die around till you find the right orientation. And it takes a little. There you are. This one will, now these have the more of the rose looks. These will cut out these. And then you have this leaf should cut out that one right there. Okay, And I don't think this cuts out anything else. Don't think so. I think you just got those 3. So you can get plenty of cutout, no fussy cutting from your dies with this set. And then there's the darker hues, using more of the in colors on that canvas textured look. And then there is this one. And this one will also cut, the dies will also cut these out. Okay? You just have to position your die, cut them around and turn them till you get up to the orientation you need. And I thought this one won't cut out the roses, but it'll cut out these. Okay? Maybe, oh wait a minute, maybe I do have one for the roses. Maybe there is one for the roses. There is, right there. Okay? So, lots of pretty things to cut out. Excuse me, without having to fussy cut anything. And then the gorgeous papers and that canvas texture background, as well as the extra dies, which is, like I said, is going to be perfect for junk journalers. But I am going to show you how cool that is on a card as well. So don't despair. If you're not a journaler, you're going to see how that die can work on cards too. So if you like this set and see possibilities, make sure you order. Okay? It is getting really warm in my office. The rain went through and now I'm going to melt. Okay, so paper, dies, and there are other things to that suite. I just do not have them. They were not on my pre-order availability. Okay? Now, the one that had my attention that I fell in love with, and this is going to be the last one I have to show you. This is called Sun Prints. Remember I mentioned the greens on that other one before? These will pair nicely with that. But I love the colors. Love this, what was it, Starry Night? Yeah, Starry Sky. Just fell in love with it. Okay, so there's Starry Sky in Sun Prints. And it's if you laid stuff down on the paper and let the sun darken everything, bleach everything out. And there's it is. And this one uses, what's the gray? It's a gray. Gray granite, I believe, is the coordinating color, one of the coordinating colors in here. But see, we saw that in that green a while ago. Now look at it in Starry Sky. And almost looks like Blueberry Bushel that we had a couple of years ago. But look at that. I would do my office floor in that, I swear. And stripes. Or sun prints. Remember, we saw this in the other colors. And the pen. More of the gray granite. And that has a script in the background. You can't read it, but it's a script. And then there it is in the gray granite there. And blue. And then this one in the different hues of blues. Almost as if it was watermarked. And then more of the gray granite. Now, this is not the end of this. Remember, this is a suite. And when we have a suite, you can get one of everything in the entire suite using, for one price, using one order number. So you make sure you get everything. You're not plowing through and forget to order something. But there's also this one. This is Brushstrokes. It's a specialty designer paper, which means is that you get a fewer sheets. It's going to run you a little more. But oh man, you will not believe the texture of this. It has a sheen to it, but it's not really glitter. It's almost like they have brushed the paper with Wink Stella. The entire paper has been brushed with Wink Stella. Okay, on one side, and then it's flat matte on the other side. Look at this. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. And you're only going to get one of each color. But oh wow. Oh wow, something absolutely gorgeous to work with. Can you picture this in a wedding album? This pink in a wedding album. Oh. I'm going to have to order more of that one. I can see that one coming. And if I'd have paid any attention when I placed my other order the other day, I would have ordered that one. Okay, with that we have Nature's Prints. This is 9 stamps. You're on my mind. Hello there. A heartfelt thank you, best wishes and thoughts, and happy thoughts. And then some of the splatters and ferns. I love the script. This script is totally new use, and it is the foam-backed stamps. But look how big they are. Look how big they are. This one is Best Wishes, but look how big that stamp set is. That stamp is. So many possibilities with this stamp set. And, don't despair, we also have a die set with this. So when you're stamping all those pretty ferns and everything, you can punch them out with your dies, as well as having, I love this, you could double layer this and get a really neat label, sentiment mat on your card. Then you can also cut out the fern, cut this brush out, cut this out, this one cuts out, there's another extra piece here, and these here, and then there's this wreath. Oh, we're going to have fun with this set, I guarantee. And that's not all. We also have the Fern 3D embossing folder. And let me slide a piece of cardstock back behind this so you can see. Thought I had a, aha. It's one of those moments where you know you've got something you can use, but then you draw blank. I'll put a piece of green back there, and look at that. That is going to be so pretty. And we're going to letterpress with this too, and get a totally different look with this embossing folder. So you're going to want to hang around for that one. So that is the Fern 3D embossing folder that goes with the Nature's Print and Sun Prints suite. Okay, so there's that one. Did open those, did open those. My goodness, I'm done. That's all they let me get this time. But remember, what did I do with my catalog? There it is. If you do not have a demonstrator that you work with and you would like to receive one of these catalogs, I have a box sitting here just ready to go in the mail to you. My email is in the description box down below. Email me and let me know you would like to have a catalog. There's no charge and there's no obligation. Just have something pretty in your hand to look at and create in your mind of what you would like to do if you had this and you had that. And we can talk about how to get you as much of it as you would like to have. Again, no obligation. I ordered the catalogs in box, so I've got one handy to ship out to anybody who would like to have an actual catalog in their hand. The PDF of the catalog will go live on the Stampin' Up! Website May 2nd, I believe. May 3rd. May 3rd. You'll be able to get the PDF copy on the Stampin' Up! Website. But if you'd like an actual catalog in your hand and don't have a demonstrator to work with, I'd be happy to help you. Just email me and say, catalog please, and one will be on its way to you. In the meantime, let's see. Tomorrow, Wednesdays are going to change a little bit. I'm going to alternate between Witchy Wednesday and Finance Wednesday. This week I'm doing a Witchy Wednesday post. And then next week I've got to get our finances in order. So I'm going to be doing a finance post next week. Next Wednesday. So I will be back here tomorrow with Witchy Wednesday. And then back here on Friday with our junk journal. How to use Stampin' Up! In our junk journals. So I hope you'll come back. If you've not been to my channel before, I'm glad you stopped in, and I hope you waited till the end to see what was going on. Thank you for those of you who have been to my channel before and stopped back in. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Creative blessings.